False history of the LJN video art. Ready, go. 1987. In an effort to test the penetrability of the NES-dominated market, LJN releases the video art. The almost universally negative reaction the console receives nearly convinces LJN to return to focusing on toys in NES games. However, some employees produce sales figures of what they could make should they make games without Nintendo's policies, and even come up with a scheme where certain toys can be bundled with video art games. Despite misgivings, management agrees to allow improvements to be made to the video art and sets out plans for their game and toy lines. 1988. In time for Christmas, the Video Art 2, an improved version of the video art, is released. To save money, the console uses the same shell as the original video art, but the controller underwent some minor adjustments, most notably a more accurate joystick and a slide for brush size. Internally, however, the console is on par with the Atari 7800 and displays images via a coaxial cable. Combined with a low price tag, the improvements allow the Video Art 2 to sell modestly better than the video art, though it was the software sales that impressed the company. Outside of the toy cart bundles, the best-selling software was Song Art, a program that allowed users to create their own music, and the print cartridge, which was supposed to allow users to temporarily store up to 12 arts they had made before using a printed device which was scheduled for release next year. In 1989, mechanical errors and the high production costs keep the printing device from ever being released. However, customer surveys discovered that users had still found things for the print cartridge that it was never intended for, including the storing of songs from the song art. Curious about its applications, LJN develops and releases in May Comic Art, a program which allows users to create their own comics from art they had previously put on a print cartridge. They also released a new, larger print cartridge in May, and this year's crowning achievement of movie art just in time for Christmas. Movie art allowed users to create 16-second animations using assets they had drawn and setting it to music from music art. While the animations in comics were not very impressive, the relative ease they brought to the two processes allowed them to have combined sales approaching 500,000 units. Aside from helping push Video Art 2 sales, these programs also confirm the validity of LJN's next product. 1990. LJN's presence at CES this year allows them to unveil what they call the new imagination. The centerpiece of this lineup is a new console, the Video Art Studio, which is in the upper range of Master System's capabilities technically, and features a total redesign externally, including controllers with most of the functions previously assigned to the console on them. Aside from that, they show off updated versions of song, comic, and movie art, a new 32 kilobyte print cartridge, and the show-stealing game art. Game Art is a program which contains an additional 32 kilobyte of memory to give users ample space to create their own games by combining assets created in the other programs. To incentivize people to make their own games, LJN also announces the Game Art program, whereby users can send in their game, box design, cartridge art, and manual so that LJN will press a professional copy of the game for them and release it to the general public. To promote their new system, LJN uses their connections to have the Video Art Studio placed in movies and TV shows, expanding the subliminal placement they had been using for the previous 2 years. This pays off at Christmas, as it is estimated that nearly 3 million Video Art Studios were sold across the country, with the first Game Art games having been sent in by users who had received it early. 1991. The first user-created Game Art games are on the market by the middle of January, almost coinciding with the release of Art Squad. Art Squad is a Saturday morning cartoon that has two segments: a live-action Art Club, where the DJs Lisa, Joe, and Norman show off their picks of game art games of the week, and an animated segment featuring the Art Squad, the mascots of print art, comic art, game art, movie art, and song art, as they help children against the forces of Artless and her minions. There were 22 episodes aired, although the episode featuring a young girl taking an LSD-like substance from Mr. N.S.D. to get out of her perpetual second place standing was banned after airing. By the end of the year, there were over 200 game art games on the market, and LJN had estimated 5 million video art studios across the country. However, LJN surprises the industry by announcing specifications for the Video Art Deluxe, a new, more powerful system they plan to have ready by next year's Christmas, and would have all the programs from before built in. 1992. A strong, though weaker than 1990's Christmas series of sales are the only good news LJN receives all year. In February, Nintendo, Sega, Konami, and several other video game companies separately sue LJN, alleging that their art games contained copywritten characters and demanded royalties. At first skeptical, a review of the game art games showed that almost 60% of them contain either copyrighted characters, locations, or music, with the potential losses from royalties being in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Alleging that the materials were being used as a parody, LJN attempted to fight the companies in court. Failing to prove any of the cartridges were being used for parody, LJN was forced to recall and destroy all affected cartridges while also paying $380 million in royalties, reparations, refunds, and legal fees. Not wanting to risk this happening again, LJN discontinued the game art in the game art game program, causing them to delay the Video Art Deluxe as they attempted to court previous developers who had abandoned LJN after being excluded from the video art studio. However, all hope was lost in August when Nintendo released Mario Paint, essentially a cheaper, better looking, and more functional version of the Video Art Deluxe. 1993. For a few weeks, LJN debates creating a Video Art Go, which was supposed to be a cheaper and portable version of the Video Art Deluxe, but ongoing legal troubles from their toy division prevent the plans from continuing. LJN's only game announcements this year were the cancellation of the Video Art Deluxe and the discontinuation of the Video Art Studio, bringing their total sales of the console to 5.8 million units, more than 10 times higher than for the Video Art and the Video Art 2 combined. The following year, LJN closes its doors. 1998. Over 90% of the print cartridges have failed by this time, due to the fact that their internal batteries only lasted 5 years. Attempts to replace these batteries are limited, with most of them resulting in irreparable damage to the cartridge itself. By 2000, there are no working print cartridges remaining, essentially destroying any game that wasn't released as a game art game. 2005. A screen capture from the movie The Wizard is posted online, highlighting the existence of a Video Art 2 in the backgrounds of the tournament scene. While it was initially believed to be fake, subsequent viewings of the film did indeed prove that the Video Art 2 was in the background of not only that scene, but also in several other scenes. When interviewed, the director revealed that he had mistakenly been sent some by LJN, and not really knowing the difference between an NES and a Video Art, had some hooked up in scenes where they did not have enough NESs.